I'm planning on working on the ignition system for the K2500, which you see right behind me here. I'll turn you around. And today I've been working on the ignition system, like I just mentioned, and I'm about ready to pull the distributor out, and it is seized up. And it's getting a little dark now, so I didn't really want to try it in here. You can see I've got lights back there where the distributor is. I've got the cap off and everything's disconnected, but as soon as I can, which will probably be tomorrow, I am going to get that hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm just sitting here kind of talking about this K2500 that I have. I'll back up here for a second and kind of show the truck to you. It's kind of, I've got a couple of ladders around it because I'm not that big and, or tall, I should say. So getting into that engine compartment is a bit of a challenge for me, but I should probably pull this ladder out of the way now. I still don't have lights in my garage yet. I need to get the final inspection before I can do that. But yeah, it's a 454, like you mentioned in there. Truck's got 203,000 miles on it, but it's really good shape because it came up from Florida. And so I'm gonna have a little bit of, hey Matt, how are you? Great to see you. I'm gonna have a little sunburn to fix on it, but I don't think it's gonna be as bad as I thought. Because, and Jamie, you'll know this better than me, I kind of poured some water on the paint on the hood, which has the most sun damage, and the roof's the same way. And it really had a lot of shine, a lot of sheen. It looked good wet, so I think I'll be able to probably rub this out. And that's my plan, at least, to get started. If not, I can pull it off and clean it up and shoot it. I don't know if you can see in this video, you can see them maybe here, and there's other places on the hood that it has hail damage, the same on the roof. So I'm gonna have to pull those dents. Probably gonna use the paintless dent removal and try to do it that way if I can. Hey there, Tim, you did, I didn't see it. Well, I hope the good news is that you got your AC fixed. Let's see here. Crusty paint is effective. Yeah, you know what? It's the same kind of thing, Matt. I'm sure it's exactly the same thing you do have to deal with. Yeah, you can smoke in here. The 454 isn't smoking yet, but I hope it's smoking here pretty soon. But anyways, just talking about this, the truck a little bit and stuff. Matt, I'm not sure if you might have been on one of the lives or after the live. I think you were here for the last live I did on this. But the problem I have is I went to pull the distributor out, and that thing is seized in there, and sometimes they get stuck really tight. I'm sure you guys have experienced that somewhere along the way. And so that's the point I'm at right now. Since I don't have any light other than these two flashlights underneath the hood here, I don't want to try to do it tonight, but I still wanted to show you a little bit about what I'm working with here. So I've got this new distributor, and these are made in Washington State. So it's a direct replacement for the one that's in the truck right now. I also got a new coil, as you can see here, and so new wires and all that. So I'm good to go on that stuff. This is the old. Let me see if I can get out here some light. This is the old cap, and I mean it's pretty clean in there, and I can see some white spots, and maybe you can too with the phone. I'm not sure, but. I mean, all in all, I think it's in pretty good shape, but I'm just going to replace the whole system. It's not that expensive, so that's the old rotor cap. Got got a new set of plugs for it that I'll be putting in. I hope to do all this tomorrow. Let's see here. If you can park it really hot day in an empty asphalt parking lot, take some black garbage bags over the hail damage, and they'll pop right out after a half a day or so. Is that true? So anyways, yeah, that's the problem, Matt. Steel against aluminum, absolutely. I guess they don't like each other. And as we all know, right, steel together with aluminum is never a good match. But yeah, you get these the aluminum shaft here, right, and it just gets basically almost like a weld between the two materials. And then the other thing is about you have a different expansion factor with aluminum than you do with steel, which maybe is or cast iron, I should say, which might be a good thing. And that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit here tonight. I've mentioned this to Bryce before when he's had a hard time getting some things out. But yeah, they get a little bit corroded down in there, Matt, and that's all it takes. And well, this is probably the one that's in there still is probably the original distributor, I'm guessing. I mean, the pickup coil, which is bad, and inside that coil, it's all rusty. I mean, it's just, or inside the, under the cap, it's all rusty. But, so tonight, I'm gonna put some PB Blaster and let it soak. But if that doesn't do, I mean, it's going to help, no doubt. You know, it's just got all that probably grime from the corrosion, whatever is in there between the two pieces. They just get stuck together. I'll put this on and let it go tonight and let it kind of soak in there. But there's another product that I use a lot, and maybe some of you have done this. Freeze Off by CRC. It's, you know, a lot of times we'll put a torch on something. I don't really want to put a torch up underneath there for obvious reasons. But this, hey, Bryce, here's that Freeze Off I had been telling you about before. It's by CRC. And I was just telling the guys I'm getting ready to pull the distributor on this, ready to do it. And the distributor is seized in the engine. It just doesn't want to come out. And so that's what I'm working on here. We were just chit-chatting about that a little bit, and wanted to see, one also had a suggestion for me. I had an 87 Mercury, and it got hit with baseball hail and looked like a golf ball, parked in a fresh paved asphalt, 8-hour shift. They were almost popped out. Wow. Yeah, Matt, it is. As soon as I can move this thing, I will do that right here in front of the shop. I need to get it out of here anyway so I can get my final inspection done. But seafoam is, that deep creep is really good too. But anyways, this is what I'm going to try just to see if it'll work in this situation. I've used this 100 times with bolts and nuts that get stuck. And, you know, I've heated them up with a torch, or I've done this or that, and I just didn't have any luck. But this Freeze Off really works good, and I'm going to give this a try in the morning. Like I said, I'm going to saturate it with regular, what's this stuff called that we use, PB Blaster, and let it soak all night long, and then I'll put the Freeze Off on it tomorrow morning. And I'm very highly confident that that will let me pop it out. I've got some tools also that are really good for removing these things, but I don't want to resort to them. One's a crowbar and one's a mallet. Now that mallet worked great on the radiator you guys saw me do a week or so ago, but you know, I'm going to try to avoid doing that if I can. Jacob, how you doing? Hey, Jacob, how did it go today for you? Hope it went well. Set oil pump drive at clock. Make rotor face the second bolt from the rear Manifold nit will drop right into, all right, thank you. That's a good tip. I appreciate that very much. I tried to mark everything up, so, you know, I'll start out by just trying to drop it back in where it was, and you know, see what I get out of that. But that's good. That's a good, really good tip. I was going to, I was telling everybody when, before everybody got in here, that I wanted to work on this tonight, but the washing machine had a part attack, so I had to fix the washing machine, and that kind of took my time, and I ran out of daylight. And to videotape down in there is hard enough as it is, but having some light will be better. Oh, let's see here. Bryce, you can't use that on your cactus flower to keep the garage cool. So, hey, Matt, I see you talked about the Seafoam Deep Creep. Have you used PB Blaster also? See which one you like better. I know. And it's right when you're getting to the good part. You know, you want to, okay, I can get this thing out of here. And, oh, the washing machine won't turn on. Okay. So I have it temporarily working. But I may have to replace the switch. But that's okay. No big deal. Long as I don't have to learn how to operate it. That's the main thing for me. Never run a load of laundry in my life yet, so I don't want to start now. I mean, I'm kind of old for that, you know, the old dog thing. So, but anyhow, yeah, I was going to come on for like a quick live and show you guys what's going on, show you the new distributor and the coil. This will be in there tomorrow. Once I get the old one out, drop it in. I may be using that trick you just gave me there about how to set it up and get it so it drops right into top dead, or that position, top dead center. When I have both stuck, I usually yell at them and then cry in the corner. It hasn't worked yet, but you know, you have to try that. You have to try that. Bryce, I thought about that today. I was even going to take a nap inside the engine compartment. I'll tell you what, this truck was made for a guy like, I would say, I know Bryce and Matt are tall men. It would probably be easy for them to work on. Man, I can't work on it from the floor. You know, it's at least something like the distributor in the back of the compartment. And, but I'm on the ladders and trying to kneel in there and not break anything. So, yeah. Next thing, or one of the next things I want to do, the first thing is to get it running, kind of shake it out and find out what's wrong with it and what's right with it, or what do I got to do next. And oh, hey Matt, you look tall on the YouTube, but I'm only 5'8", so this truck is a little bit tall for me. But you know what? That's okay. I've had a lot of tall trucks. I will definitely do that, Tim. And thanks for sending it to me. But anyways, you know, I'm not that organized, Bryce. I mean, right now I brought out this cart that I just store, you know, some grinding things in and just odds and ends. I usually keep some propane torch tanks in one of the drawers and things like that. But and I just right now thrown a couple of Harbor Freight socket sets and a few wrenches and things here. I can't really move the tools out here until I get this shop the final permit, you know. So that's what I'm waiting on. Now I hope to be organized once I get the other one cleaned out, get this nice and set up, you know, really nice, so I can work in here and have tools in both shops. That's the game plan. Tim, this is a 454 V8. Yeah, step stools do come in handy for us, Matt. Yeah, this is the 454 with throttle body injection. I've never worked on throttle body injection. I've had to make one tiny fix, didn't even have to really touch anything, but when I got it, the fuel pump relay was bad, I found out, just by kind of testing and probing around with my multimeter, and that relay was bad. And then the pickup coil in the distributor was bad too. So I thought, hey, I will just replace the distributor and the coil and start fresh. And that should be good. Oh, really, Matt? I got to look into that. I would like to be able to do some testing on it. I'm hoping that once I get all this stuff fixed, that it's going to it'll be pumping gas properly and everything, and I'll be able to get it started. So, and who knows how long these the old spark plug wires have been in here. I'm thinking they're probably not original, but maybe they are. I don't know. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to replace them all. Just start fresh on the ignition system. And, at least I can know those components are good, whether I needed them all or not. Vice Grip Garage says, oh, really? Okay, I can look that up easy enough. That's cool. I will check that out. Oh, something else I wanted to show you. Got my grass growing now outside of the shop here, and it's coming in fast and really good so far. I cut the grass tonight, but I got some down over there along the sidewalk that goes over to the patio on the other side of the pool, all coming in really good. So I'm happy about that. It was looking pretty ugly, and not that it's that much better, but it is better. And the only place that's not really coming in is right here in front of me, but I'm well. So got that going. Fixed the washer had the part attack. So, I've taken down a bunch of them too, Bryce. I've taken down a bunch of trees. I see that big pine tree right there. I had 5 of those back here and took them off because I wanted to open the backyard out. This is right along the neighbor's backyard. And then out front here, I used to have pine trees and such out here, but I guess it's been 15, 20 years now since I planted these. And these are really nice. These are maples, and I like those. Will a mesquite tree grow out here, grow in Michigan? Just wondering. I go on the back, that takes a little extra time, and I'm an old man. I gotta, when you gotta go. Tim, 5'11 and a half to work on my truck. I bet you do. Yeah. Bryce is maxed out at 6'6". Oh, yes. So I hope everybody else has been having a pretty good day today. We had great weather. I mean, it finally, in the morning, it was cooler. It was about 72 when I got up, and I don't know what it is right now, but it feels really nice out here. I'm sure it's in the 70s. It got up into the 80s earlier today, and I'm gonna take all I can get, because you know what? When it gets cold, it gets cold. Got to get this project right here into the garage. This will go into the attached garage. That's going to be that's the frame for the hot rod. That'll go in the garage over there. I'll be able to pull the cherry picker out, put it out here, and then all this stuff like the snow blower and power washer and I guess too much junk. Attack pack rats though. Let's see here. 82, 96. Tim, I didn't know you had that kind of heat over on the East Coast, like like this kind of heat at this time of the year. But maybe that's normal. I just assumed it would be 70s, 80s, kind of like what we would have. But you've been having some real heat over there. How far are you from the ocean? 97, Matt. Wow. My wife said the heat index was in the 90s, but I didn't feel that hot to me. I bet it was. I bet it was. So, but you did. I'll read your text here when we get done. But get a temporary fix on your air conditioning, right? And Bryce, how about this? 15 minutes from the Atlantic. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I like over on the Atlantic side, as well as the Pacific. Been able to see both of them a number of times, and but when you live in Michigan and you got 5 oceans right around you, uh, that is the Great Lakes, right? Uh, huge, huge lakes, and very beautiful. Oh, did he? Excellent. Fixed yours. Oh man, $300. That is lucky. That is lucky. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, those kind of things, that's the thing about home ownership. It's the greatest thing. But at the same time, there's always something to work on around the house, and besides our projects. So yeah, I'm excited also about getting the 66 BSA out here in this one, so I can really work on it. Um, I've had the capacitor go on mine, Matt. I wonder if that's a common problem with them. Okay. Yeah, that's I've had the same thing on mine. Well, I'm hoping for a good day tomorrow. Get that distributor in there. Hopefully, get that thing running. Um, Need to feel it roll. You know what I mean? Need to take it for a ride. Need to take it for a ride. Get that thing looking really good, and then I'm probably going to end up selling it. I've learned a little bit about this truck, and it's got more value than I thought. And I got the deal that I got on it. It gets sweeter every time I talk to somebody about it. It is a common problem. They last 3 to 4 years. Capacitor itself. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we had our guys come out. I might do it next time when it happens because it sounds like it's likely to. But we actually ended up getting a new furnace and a new air conditioner unit. Middle East, something he said was he was showing me the classic cars they had over there. I bet, they used to have, I mean, maybe where he is from, they still do, but like in Iran back in the 70s, before, the Ayatollahs got all power hungry and everything and made all the changes to their society and, instituted Sharia law, they used to have a lot of really cool stuff. So I wonder I don't know why I thought this. I was thinking he might have been from Lebanon. Is that right? Or was he from a different country? Hey, Matt, did you see Branden's new truck? Woo! He got I think it's a 79. Why do I think that? I think it's a 79 3500. And it's gorgeous. He's got a few things to do to it, but not much. It's really, really a nice truck. And he's been getting busy on it, and it's looking good. Hey, James, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. You got to make sure, Bryce, that you remember names of your customers. That's the main thing. Don't forget the names. Oh, 97. Okay. What do you call that when you flip-flop things around? That's me. Um, so James, I don't know if you've been on before. Have you? It's good to see you. I wonder, where are you from? Are you? I'm in Detroit. Just curious to see where you're living. I just remember the names of the ones that I. Yeah, those are the really important ones. Brian Davis, hello there. How are you? Thanks for dropping in here. That's why we have CRMs. That's right. That's right. The one that we were using when I retired, oh, I didn't like it at all. It was Salesforce. And I'm not saying it's not a good package, but the way they had it set up for us, it just was not user friendly at all. At all. So we got Brian and James, who I'm not sure if I've met you, but I'm glad to see you here. I really appreciate you coming in and checking things out. We're looking at the 2500 tonight. It's a 92 K2500 four-wheel drive. It's got the 454 in it, and just doing a little bit of work on the engine to get this thing ready to roll. You use HubSpot. Okay. You know, when they sold us on that, they told us all about the AI features and how good it is at helping you locate people and do this and do that and feed you information about marketing, and it doesn't do, I mean, it's nothing like that from my experience. And just working with that was enough to make me want to retire. 203, Matt, 203,000. So it's got some miles on it. It does have new tires. You can kind of see there that the tires are pretty decent. It's supposed to have like 5,000 miles on them, according to the guy I bought it from. He had I don't know if it was remanufactured or had the one rebuilt that was in it, but the transmission was replaced, I'll just say that, about 50,000 miles ago. So it's got miles on it, but it's not a lot of miles. And when they put the tires on it, they also did the brakes. So there's quite a bit of good things about it. Some of you have seen the inside. Let me grab one of these lights. Someday I'll have actual lights in my shop here. But you know, it's pretty clean. The seats aren't all wore out. They're in good shape. It's got the center console. And I found out a couple of things about this, doing a little research on the truck. And that is that this configuration with the bucket seats, the 454, there was one other thing about it that was unique. They say the resale value is very, very good on these. And I don't know what it is about the 454, but you might remember the SSs they had at the same time, the same vintage. And, you know, they're kind of, people like them, they're in demand. I'm told that these are even in more demand. I don't know why, maybe because it would be a work truck. I don't know, but the news was good when I started digging into it. 118,000 miles. Okay. Yep. Getting a bit loose. And you know, Matt, I haven't driven this one yet, right? I had it towed home on a flatbed, had him roll it off in here. And so I don't know, you know, the front end, who knows? But I'm going to, whatever needs to be fixed, I'm going to fix. I want to have, you know, a decent truck here and something that if I do want to sell it, you know, people wouldn't really hesitate. I'm going to do probably do wet sand those lenses there on the headlights. They're really dull, as you can see. Probably going to, like I said, wet sand them and then put some 2K acrylic clear coat on them, and hopefully they'll look good, nice and clear. Yeah, I sure have, Bryce. I really have, and in my hours too, which was a big deal. I mean, I have very, my hours are just pitiful, and I mean, when I do car stuff, I do get a whole lot more. Um, it's hard to get a lot of people interested in the Bible studies and things like that, but you know what? We're going to make it happen, and uh, I'm going to start doing some new shorts, a little bit different than what I was doing in the past. Um, when my son came here to live, I got away from doing a lot of shorts and stuff like that, and mainly for almost at least a year and a half, I was pretty much doing just the Sunday night service in the garage. So I was, you got to do a lot more content than that to really get your hours up and viewership and everything. But it does work. Uh, um, yeah, that is a good thing to do. And I've done that before when I was working on the Camaro primarily. I would do some Bible verses or I would sing some song, and maybe that was what hurt me. I don't know, but no, I think that the long time that he was here just made it a little bit more difficult to have enough time and space to be able to do a lot of recording and such. But I was talking to Arco last night, and he gave me a couple of really good ideas um, for some shorts. So I'm going to get some of those going right away and see how they do. They may be a way to get message out a little bit better where people uh, will really enjoy them. It's a great idea. So uh, you'll see something hopefully really soon. Yeah, yeah, I know that does make a difference too. Um, it it really does. People are interested in cars and trucks. Maybe they've got one similar. They want to see what you're doing, and it grabs their attention. And that's why we're here, right? We want to share this stuff with our friends and whatnot. And I do enjoy that a lot. But tonight I am going to work on one of those shorts and see, how much time it takes to do it and all that. Sometimes it takes longer to edit a short than it does to do a whole live, right? Once you do the live, you're done, and you don't have to do the editing and such. But it all is what it is, and we do our best with the time we have, and that's what I'm trying to do here, trying to make this truck something special and get that roadster going again, or going, I should say. I've done a lot of design work and such with it, but I haven't really done any hands-on, and I got to get that going. So you'll be seeing that more coming up, especially once I get everything out of the shop here. The Camaro will be going into this shop. Uh, I want to get all this stuff. Is not my stuff. This is my boy's stuff, and he's got a bunch of stuff in here piled up on some of my tools and all that, just stuff. So going to get this cleaned up. Going to move the Camaro over to that shop we were just looking at and get that set up over there, and I'll store it there for the winter. But I've got a couple of things, that I've been wanting to do for a long time that I just haven't wrapped up yet. The windshield's got to go in. I was saying the other day, I don't know if it was on a live or what it was. Might have been working on a different. There's some wires that just look weathered, and so I've got some stuff here I got to remove now and tuck it all back. Big deal. It's just, hey, Bill, get out here and work on it for a half hour. And that's that. Let's trim